We are cooking. What's up, everybody? Spirit waiting on my homie Dale to get up in here and a few other people. How we doing today? What's happening? And okay, here we go. My thing, my man just came up in here. Uh, should have accept you. I'm try. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Can you?
Yep, we on.
I bet.
What's going on?
What is going on, buddy? How you been?
I'm all right.
All right, man. How's life been treating you?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. Doing
Pretty
well.
good, pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah. How about you?
I can't complain. I can't complain. Man, watching these movies, bro.
Yeah, busy month.
Man, hold on. Let me hear the echo. Hold on.
Yeah, is it from me?
Yeah, I think it is. Hold on.
Let me see. Let me try to switch up my switch it up a little bit. Is that better?
Yeah.
Sure.
It may be from me. Hold on. Let me go. Hello, testing 1 2. What is 1 2?
1 2. You can hear me. You can hear me.
I hear you.
Is it echoing now?
Yeah,
A
it's
little
still
bit.
echoing.
Do I have another? I only have this one little tripod here. I don't know if it's that. Let me see. Is it still echoing now? When I hold it,
Yeah.
it's still echoing.
Mm.
Maybe if I could go out, you think it'll let me back in? I'll go out and try to come back in.
Yeah. What my homie said it sound good on his end. I think we good.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna let it be where it's
All
at.
right. All right, so man, let's talk about this these movies, bro.
Yeah. What you want to start with?
Start with Superman.
All right.
So uh,
You got to see an early screening, right? Or you went on
yeah, I
regular?
did.
Okay.
What what you think about it?
I liked the movie. I did. I really liked it. I really liked
You like the movie?
it. Yeah. I really liked it. How about you? How'd you feel?
I like the movie, bro. I got no complaints about the movie at all. The what's up, KGTV? What's up,
What up, y'all?
bro? I so okay. So I think what it is, bro, is like I want to just talk about like the positive and negatives of the movie. Then we can when we get past it, then we can go into the other films that we seen this summer. But
Okay.
so what's your positive taste from it and some of your negatives? Let's start with the positive. What's your positive about the movie?
All right. Positives about the movie. Man, I actually. All right. Let me just say this. I'm not the hugest Superman fan. I'm just not a big Superman fan.
That's my
But
guy right there.
all right, I never was a Superman fan. Like I read some of the stuff. I watched some of the shows. I used to watch the animated stuff, the animated DC films, but I was never like a Superman guy. And one of the main reasons was because he just always felt too overpowered to me. So what this film did for me that I really liked is it made him seem beatable. It made him seem like he was actually in danger. From the beginning of the film all the way to the end, it was like he's having trouble. He's not just mowing through people left and right like they kind of make him appear sometimes in the animated and the comics like he's just too overpowered. So
Right.
that's something that I like about this film is that it brought him down a notch. He was still ridiculously strong, but he had trouble. He had trouble. That was one of the major things. Two, I like Lex Luthor. I like the way he played it. I was surprised. I'm going into it. I'm like, come on, seriously, what is he really gonna do? But story wise, they made everything work so well. Like, of course, there's spoilers here for anybody. There's gonna be spoilers. But him calling out the commands to Ultraman, so I thought that was amazing. I thought that was a good gimmick to put in the movie. I like that. His prison and everything. I liked all of it. I liked all of it story wise with Lex. Yeah, I really don't have that many gripes with the movie. You wanna say what you like before we go into what we don't like?
Yeah, we can talk about what I like. I like the I like the cinematography. I like the colors. First of all, I love the actors. The actors was great in it. I love
Everybody.
the actors. Yeah, the actors was fantastic. Everybody from David Cornswell to Rachel Brosnahan to Nicholas Hoult, everybody killed their performance. I love everything that this film represents. Everything that Superman is all about. He's all about helping people. He's all about stopping disasters from happening. All this stuff, even from like blocking that kaiji thing from falling on the building, like that type of little stuff right there, and saving that squirrel. That was like uh my boy Andrew wanted to join in, but I couldn't get him. I'm gonna try to get him on next time. But well, I'll
Is it
get you next time,
there's a
Andrew. I don't know. I must have
they
messed up on it. But
how do usually I guess they use maybe Zoom or Discord or something. They usually like I know some people do have a few guests on there. We can figure that out though.
yeah, we'll figure it out. I'm gonna try to get him next time.
Okay.
But anyway, going back to what I liked, I like that James Gunn did add humor because people forget that the first Superman had a lot of humor. The Christopher Reeve, they had a lot of humor in it,
Mhm.
and I like the fact that he did that. Everything about the movie was great, bro. I had fun with it. I left out with a big smile on my face. The CGI worked. They fixed whatever problems people have with the CGI. They fixed it. Everything about this movie just worked for me, bro. And I had fun with it. Those are my positive. And let me think, Mr. Terrific, of course.
It's a
I've been
terrific
bragging. I've been
killed
bragging
it.
about Mr. Terrific to everybody for a long period of time. No one really knew Mr. Terrific in my circle, but now they know.
Yeah, he shined for me. He was a standout. He's like a D-list character. I wasn't expecting much. I didn't think he was going to get as much screen time as he did, but when he got on the screen, he made sure that he made the best of it. Yeah, it's a terrific status went up for a lot of people. I know that for sure.
Yeah, man. And Nathan Fillion being Guy Gardner, he was great,
Perfect, perfect.
perfect. Um, yeah, bro, that's all the positive I had for the movie. I loved it. The runtime was straight to it. It kind of flew through really quick, but that's the positive I had for the movie.
Yeah, I like a lot of things. Like I said, I'm not a Superman fan. Some of the things that I dislike about Superman, James Gunn managed to work around those things. One, him being so overly powered. Two, I get so tired of seeing him just fighting to save Lois. Like that is overused so much in everything that Superman does. In this film, it was no I had to save Lois from danger scenes, and I didn't miss that. I was happy he didn't do that.
Right. And Lois, the thing I like about this Lois character is that she could stand on her own 2 feet. She didn't
Yeah,
really need him. She actually challenged him when needed to. She
yeah.
wasn't afraid to do that. I mean, she was a well-written character, and that chemistry was on point. Like the one thing that stays consistent with the Superman movies, the Lois and Clark chemistry is always on point.
They even Jimmy Olsen in this movie, I was just
Yeah,
like,
and
wow.
I like that actor too,
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, if you could make me like Jimmy Olsen and want to see him more in a movie, a Superman film, then you did good.
bro. I loved it. I loved him. I love him in Righteous Gemstone too. So he's great. But
Yeah.
all right. So let's get into the negatives, bro. So what's the flaws that you see in this movie?
I don't really have a lot. The flaws that I have are really just nitpicking. It's just little personal things, but I would have probably liked to see a little more of people wondering what happened to Clark during all of this time. Like no one
Yeah,
ever mentioned Clark Kent. Like he was just some kind of fever dream that people had. Like I didn't even get it. If anyone, even when the news station, all the people were getting together to get in the ship and fly out, nobody just threw away a line like, "Hey, is Clark supposed to be here today? Like, why is Clark been missing for the last 2 days? So I was just like, they skipped over Clark Kent completely, almost. Like, Clark Kent's role was so tiny. Besides that, I would say the whole Ultraman thing, it was okay, the clone thing, but I feel it's a little cheap. They could have made him an actual character with an actual real backstories. Besides that, I'm not really a fan of clones in these movies. It's like a kind of like a cheap way out. And then the other villain, the engineer, I just would have liked a little bit more of what her motivation was for hating Superman also.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of the things I wanted to, because she let's do that to her so she can get at Superman. I'm trying to like wonder why,
Like, what
but
happened?
yeah, like what? Why you so angry with him?
Yeah, that's really all
Um,
I got.
that's all you had.
Yeah, for dislikes, like that's really all I got. I love the action. I love the way they put in Metamorpho. They managed to make it make
He was good
sense. It
too.
was a great story. Like everyone of the side characters that came in for a story reason. It was really solid.
I I'm glad you mentioned Metamorpho. Like Anthony Kerrigan. Have you ever watched that show Barry?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's the bald guy. Yeah, that was
mhm,
him. He
yeah,
was great. Um, I forgot to tell everybody we are spoiling this movie, so if you don't want to watch, you can leave if you want to. But I think we already spoiled enough on it.
yeah,
But so that's the negatives with me is I think that like I wanted to see more Lois and Clark. I wanted to see him be more Clark Kent.
yeah,
That I wanted to see more Perry White. I guess I wanted to see them do more Daily Planet stuff. I want to see a little bit more of that. And then I wanted to. Some of the writing was a little cheesy, just a little bit, just especially on Les Luthor end. Like he
mhm,
felt a little robotic to me, but I think that was just on purpose.
yeah,
Um, and I don't know. This is that's like minor stuff, man. Like, and then like I think David Cornswith threw me out the loop a few times in the scenes because I think some stuff he did was kind of forced. Like certain lines he said it was still kind of forced, and it just didn't never kind of came out naturally for him to me. But that's about it. That's all I got. Other than that, it's an 8 out of 10 for me. I got no complaints about the movie.
I'm right there with it. Same. 8.5, right around there. Pretty good.
So the Discord online, have you been seeing it?
I looked at some of it, but it's all over the place. I've seen people ragging on like the wokeness or political parts. I've seen people ragging on just all kinds of random things. When I seen it for myself, I didn't really feel like it was overly intensely political or woke. I really
I
didn't
didn't
feel
see it neither.
it. I really didn't feel it, but I don't know.
Did you what about like the Snyder Bros, man? How do you like was you a Snyder guy when that stuff was going on? Like the Snyder Bros really been trying to bomb this movie.
Yeah, yeah, I seen that. All right, so this is coming from a perspective of someone who's not a fan of Superman.
Right.
I I did like at the time that Snyder was taking Superman in a direction that was a little darker,
Yeah.
but that didn't really feel like what I thought Superman should be. This movie feels more like what I think Superman should be, not closer to a Batman attitude. Like he's supposed to be a little naive and overly optimistic. I feel like
Right.
Snyder kind of turned him into like someone who was just jaded by life. Like maybe that could be an old man Superman, but I always thought Superman was supposed to be this bright light, always positive type of guy. And the Snyder Superman wasn't that. It was cool for what it was cool for, and it worked really well for like Batman. But
Yeah.
I kind of like the brighter Superman a little better. It fits more to me.
I agree. I agree 100%. And like it's the Snyder Bros, man. I was just telling them like, look, it's over. Like, let's move past it. They didn't even. Some of these people didn't even give it a fair chance. And I've been looking at, and maybe I dabbed too deep into it. I looked at some of the YouTubers, some of the more popular YouTubers, some of their discourse and why they dislike the movie. And it was just like, come on, bro. Like some of y'all probably didn't even watch the movie or gave it a fair chance to just hate it. Like, and then like, beyond those types of people, there's people that just like normals like you and me, they just kind of like, they go see it and they're like, man, it's mid or whatever. And I got a friend, he on our live stream right now, Popular Villain. He said that
Yeah, yeah, read
it
that
was
out.
he said it was a very mid, but he's the Popular Villain. You see him?
Yeah, 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 I see it.
I was just telling him, like, what's up, bro? I will let you in this live stream. I'm gonna figure out how to do multiple streams next time.
For
But
more grand,
I
he
was
said
letting
more
him know,
real
like, I liked the movie, but he felt like it was a mid movie.
at a time where people were begging for more grounded, dark, real life superheroes. Maybe. Yeah, I think at the time the dark thing was good, and I admit the Snyder Superman, it did have things that I liked about it. It was grounded and real, but I just feel like it didn't work for what I thought Superman was. Like I felt like he was like an alternate universe Superman that grew up without parents or something. Like he was really just somber. I don't know.
Listen, I'm finna say something very controversial, and it's gonna rub people the wrong way about Man of Steel. Man of Steel was very homoerotic, if you really think about it.
Let's hear this. I want to hear this.
I want just bear with me.
All right.
Do you remember in Man of Steel when they was shipping all those people off to the Phantom Zone in them ships?
Yeah.
Those ships were made of like dicks, right? Like they look like big ass penises. Go back and look at the video.
You're gonna make me go back and look that out.
So I want you to understand something. Like that movie is very homoerotic. He didn't have no underwear because their excuse was the underwear, they couldn't find the right type of underwear, or it looked stupid. But he didn't have no underwear. So I just feel like that movie is just a bunch of dudes fighting with no underwear on. So what I'm saying to you is that like it's a very homoerotic movie if you really look at it. And like the difference between Henry Cavill and David Cornswet, Cornswet Superman cares. He's really involved. He's really about the people. Man, still, I get it. He was grounded. He's trying to figure things out and stuff like that. But Clark, off the rip, before he even donned on the suit, cared about people.
Right.
This motherfucker was just letting trucks slide into the building and he jumping up with no underwear. You know what I'm saying? And
That
like,
pretty much was the
I'm
basis
just
of why
like,
Batman wanted to kill him later on because he just neglected everything.
bruh. So I said that Man of Steel was a very homoerotic movie. Like for y'all that love that movie, I get
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Him and Zod. Yeah. The way he handled that was kind of rough. He was a little aggressive. That wasn't Superman that much to what I pictured Superman to be. But
Yes, and this Superman is a symbol, beacon of hope. He cared, and like you, I'm not a fan of Superman. Like I'm not a big fan. I'm Team Flash all day. That's my superhero. But I think this Superman was rightfully so. And then I read All Star Superman, and
mm,
that's exactly what James Gunn got from. Let's talk about James Gunn for a minute, man. What do you think about him now as like him doing taking on Superman? What do you think about him now, like about him as a director and a writer?
I give James Gunn a lot of credit for this film because I know it's been like he's just gonna redo Guardians over and over and over and over. And I admit Suicide Squad was pretty much Guardians done over. But this felt a little different for me. Like this actually had a cohesive story that wasn't just driven by an ensemble of characters making random jokes to each other. I want to say this made me feel a lot more comfortable with him handling the DC universe. Like I think he really has a plan, and he could really pull off a little bit of something a little bit different. We always know he's gonna have this animated character running around. He's got Crypto, he's got Rocket, he got Weasel or whatever. And the other, that's his thing. Some of the things he's not gonna escape. But this showed me this was a more story driven film to me, and it showed me he got some stuff in his bag.
James Gunn, I think is he's shown that he's a really good director when it comes to superhero movies.
Mhm.
Um, when it comes to Superman, I was a little skeptic about him taking on the task. And it's not a perfect movie by far. Is it better than the other Guardians movies? No.
Right.
But I think this is a good step forward for DC, which I want DC to come back stronger than ever. And I think we in the right direction with this movie. It definitely had problems, but they're like minor stuff. It's just like I know some people say the flow of the movie, there was so much going on, it was so chaotic, this and that, but it's kind of like in all comic book movies, it's a little chaotic, it's a little flowing, it's a little this and that. You know what I'm saying?
I think he does really well when he's handling multiple characters. I think he does. I,
I think
I
so
think
too.
what he did in this movie is it was a Superman film, but I walked out wanting to see Guy Gardner. I walked out wanting to see Mr. Terrific. I walked out wanting to see Supergirl. Like I walked
Right.
out wanting to see other characters. So I think he did pretty good with melding that in and still making me care about Superman.
Where would you rank this movie as far as like the other Superman movies? Have you seen all of them or
I've seen all of them. I haven't seen the Christopher Reeves like sequels recently. I watched the first one fairly often, like probably like every year. But so if I had to just put it in between Man of Steel, this Superman, and the first Christopher Reeves, I would put this one probably second after the Christopher Reeves movie.
I fuck with that. I fuck with that. This is better than Man of Steel to me.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
I'm
way more entertaining. And Man of Steel was grounded and down to earth, but I feel like the story in this one was tighter. I think the story was way tighter. The way Lex operated and stuff. It all came together. Everything that we seen had a significance, even down to the girlfriend taking random selfies. I'm like, here's James Gunn being silly, you know? But
right.
come to find out, it's part of the story. So I think this one, story wise, was really good. Yes, it feels more like the Christopher Reeves film. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
My man said it feels more like the Christopher Reeves. Yeah, that's what it was supposed to, because the first Christopher Reeve movies, the first two that I really loved, they're campy and very like stoic and positive. You know what I'm saying? Very positive going movies. So yeah, I would put this like number three after the first two Superman movies from Christopher Reeve. Then after that, I'll throw Man of Steel behind it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got none. I'm looking forward to Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow to come out next year. That's gonna be a good movie. The Lanterns TV show. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to that.
And then now they're talking about Miss Terrific making a solo show. I can't wait for y'all to see that, and I hope he's done. I hope he's done correctly, man. I really do, because I went to see the movie for him too, not just for Superman, but for Miss Terrific, because I'm a fan.
I I commend them on giving Mix the Terrific a role that makes him stand out. They gave him screen time, and it made him cool. It made him cool.
Ain't that
It
man
made
cool? I got one gripe though with the movie. Hey, he was doing that job talking in the movie and shit, man.
yeah, yeah.
How did it make you feel, bro?
I don't. I it okay. There's a few things about the movie that made me a little confused with the dialogue. It just I didn't. I want to know the backstory behind it. Put it that way, because
Yeah.
it didn't seem like everyone came from the same time period. He kind of seemed like he came from somewhere else. You know, it was a little strange how he was talking. I really didn't know, but I'm like, okay, I know he's not from Metropolis, right? So maybe I don't know. I don't know what's going on
I'm
there.
goddamn Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, and Guy Gardner also seemed like he came from like the past or something. I know they're all supposed to be in the same time, but he also seemed like he wasn't a normal guy before he got the lantern ring. He seemed like he was from
Yeah,
outer space.
yeah. He does seem like he's from like a different timeline. Both of them do, so I
Yeah,
don't
like
know.
he's supposed. They're supposed to be people from Earth. They're supposed to have grown up their whole lives on Earth. So I don't know why they seem like they came from somewhere else or a different time. I didn't get that.
I didn't get that neither, man. But I I uh I was a little. It did through me. My man B Unconventional said it was more comic accurate. Yeah,
I,
it
yeah.
was very comic
From the
accurate.
time they were created, maybe they sound from the time that they debuted in comics. I would say
Yeah,
that's probably yeah. That's I could definitely see that.
yeah. So, but that was the only problem I had. It's just some little friends hearing him talk like that. I was like, I read the man comics. I don't remember. He never sounded like he was like juking and jiving in the comic. Like, you know what I'm saying? He like, god damn, that's a goddamn flying dog I see. I was like, come on, man. All right, so but nah, Superman was great, but I got nothing, I got no bad thing to say about it. It's an 8 out of 10. And I need to stay offline, like, and stop looking at the Discord because there's so many negative people that just want this movie to fail
Yeah,
and just want to go back to the Snyderverse. Like I was telling my homeboy earlier, there's three people that went to see this movie. Three types of people. You got James Gunn fans, you got Superman fans, and you got fans of DC, and then it's just everybody else that just casual goers. So
if I'm gonna be completely honest about the Snyderverse, looking at it now in retrospect, I think the only character that it actually served well was Aquaman. And
Aquaman.
yeah, I think out of the Snyderverse, the only character that I could say I am more interested now than I was before the Snyderverse is Aquaman. I don't feel like he made the Flash more appealing. I don't feel like he made Batman more appealing. I don't feel like he made Superman more appealing. I don't feel Wonder Woman was more appealing to me. I think Aquaman is the only one who I can say I was more interested in him after he debuted in Justice League than before.
Feel that. I feel that. I
Yeah, the first Aquaman
make,
was good.
make
I,
I'm being a little biased here. I didn't like Ezra Miller at first, but when I saw the movie, it did make me like him a little bit more as the Flash. But I think you're right. Aquaman probably was the more star of that whole Snyderverse movie. So, but
so how did you feel about
I
the Flash film? Being a Flash fan, how did you feel about first of all the suit? How did you feel about the suit? Because
I
it looked like
wasn't
something
upset
out of the
about the
Power
suit.
Rangers movies.
What you say?
It looked like something from one of the Power Rangers movies or something. The suit, like, what would you feel about it?
The suit. Listen, did you ever play Injustice? Did you ever
Yeah,
play the game?
yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. I was just like, okay, this is like the Injustice type outfit. So that's what it reminded me of.
Talking about the Snyderverse is done. All of those movies were, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's gone. It's finished. I'm okay with it. It ended
But
how it did.
but yeah, so we done with the Snyder cut. We done with all that, and you got Superman now. So I got nothing else to say about Superman. You got anything you want to add about the DC and what where we going from here?
I was happy to see the Peacemaker cameo. That was a good one. That was,
Peacemaker coming out next month in August, so y'all be looking for that.
yeah,
For
that was a
anybody
good
that
pick.
like the first season,
You said what you said?
I'm not saying for anybody that like the first season of Peacemaker, it's coming out next month.
I was happy to see the cameo. You know, that's a James Gunn. He likes to keep his people around, so
I
that's a
fuck with it. I fuck with it. All right, man. So let's talk about some other movies this summer. What else did you see this summer that you really enjoyed, man?
that I really enjoyed, or did I just see?
Well, what did you see? Let's go from there. What did you watch?
um, was was Final Destination a summer movie? I can't remember when I seen it.
We can start from May to now.
Okay, so Thunderbolts I seen, Final Destination I seen. Oh, Jurassic. Oh, we were supposed to talk about Jurassic World, definitely.
Jurassic World. So let's talk about it. What what you think? What's the verdict?
I like Jurassic World. I was
Like
pleasantly.
Jurassic World.
I was. pleasantly surprised by that movie. I did not expect. I went in just to watch it, just for the sake of watching it. I did not expect it to really be anything, but I thought it was a good refresh on the franchise. I didn't like what was Fallen Kingdom. Didn't really
It
like
was
Dominion.
Dominion.
I did Dominion was better than Fallen Kingdom to me, but I didn't really love that one either. And this one, when I seen the trailer for this one, I thought it was just going to be a complete rehash of all the things they did before, and it kind of was in some ways, but it was still fresh in some ways. I liked it. I did like the movie. I liked a lot of the choices they made. I liked them splitting the story between like you kind of had a hunter point of view and a prey point of view with the family, the duality between that. Like they were running,
Right.
they were chasing dinosaurs, and they meet up. I liked it. I liked it. They didn't overuse this super hybrid dinosaurs. I'm not a big fan of the crazy every movie. We got a super Indominus Raptor Rex hybrid. Like, that's not really whatever. But they didn't overuse them, so I like the movie. What did you think about it?
So I'm not the opposite. Of you. I wasn't a fan of it.
Mhm.
I gave it a try. It just the mutated dinosaurs threw me out of the loop, and then it was
Yeah,
just
I'm not.
also just now go ahead, go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing with you. Like that was the mutated dinosaurs is my least favorite part of what they're doing now.
The mutated dinosaurs, bro. I was just and then like it's it's just I don't know. It just didn't grab me like because like I love the first two, the Jurassic Park and Lost World. Right, I love those.
Lost World is my favorite one.
Nothing can top those two movies.
Right.
But it's just like I was hoping for something a little bit more like just at least come behind it, like excuse the Chris Pratt movies and try to do something. They tried something different, but it just for some reason just didn't grab me. I don't know I don't know. It just didn't grab me.
My my major my major issue with the Jurassic this movie and a lot of the movies in particular that they've been doing, the Chris Pratt stuff, outside of the first Chris Pratt movie, I did not enjoy it. I just think they overused it's a big corporation that needs dinosaurs to research and study for some type of medical thing. They use that so much. I just wish they
All the
used
time.
another reason for them to go to the island. Like I was saying, they could have just said some people around the island got poisoned by something, so it had to be like a rescue or a savior mission. It's always there's a rich guy with a lot of money. He needs dinosaurs. Go get the dinosaurs. That's the part that I hated. I didn't like that. And he's the villain of the movie. He's just a rich guy. They did that. The last movie was that. The last movie was the same thing. That's the part I didn't like. They just keep reusing that. That and the mutant
Man,
dinosaurs, not with it. But I liked everything else about it.
what's your take on ScarJo being in this movie, man?
She didn't really make a big difference to me. She wasn't a standout actress that made me say, "Oh, she's amazing," but she wasn't horrible. She was just a character to move the story along. She's not going to be a Alan Grant or anybody who's like to me a staple in the franchise. I just think she's someone there for this film. If she's in the next one, cool. If she's not, I'm fine with that too. She didn't really wow me.
Yeah, she just was there to collect the check, man. She wasn't even good looking in that movie. For those Scarlett Johansson fanboys out there who think she's gorgeous,
Yeah,
she was just there to collect the paycheck, and
it showed up.
her and Mahershala was just there, man. It was just there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They didn't solidify themselves as human characters for the franchise to me. I wouldn't be surprised if they make another film and they're not there, and I don't think nobody would miss them.
Where would you rank Jurassic, like as far as like, is it a step up from the Chris? I will say this: it is better than the last Chris Pratt movie. Way better than the last Chris Pratt movie for sure. That was the biggest piece of turd I ever seen. And it just to bring all those people back and then just waste them, bro. That was just some bullshit.
Yeah, they did them dirty on that one. Um, my ranking goes: Lost World is my absolute favorite. I think that's the top. Um, which is Jurassic Park 3, Lost World. I mean 2, Lost World. That's my favorite. My second favorite is the first film. I feel like that film is hard to beat. Third, I would put either the first Jurassic World or Jurassic Park 3, and then this film. And those
Yeah,
other two Jurassic Worlds, Fallen Kingdom and Dominion, I don't care about those movies. I will never watch them again. I didn't enjoy nothing about them.
yeah. Hold on, we got some comments here. What's up, Anime Lust Table? There's a big plot hole in Superman. Why couldn't Superman, with his X-ray vision, see Ultraman hammer or delivering face inside of the beam? Surprised by his face. He should have known that way before. Beggars can't be choosers.
they they could have stated it in the film. I'll give you that. They could have stated it in the film of why he was surprised. I know if asked, they're just gonna say it was like lined with lead or something because Lex knows everything about Superman. But it could have been said in the film. All right, yeah, I agree.
It could have been, but then like we wouldn't have never got the third act though, bro. That would have spoiled the third act. Like that's his clone. And for people that don't know, the Superman movie was mid to me. Oh man, you thought it was mid too? We got some people that think it was mid, bro.
I heard mid. I heard great, and then I heard it was not a pothole. His suit was lined with lead. That's it. That's what I was saying. I figured that, but you know,
Yeah, my man said the suit was made of lead, everybody, so he can't see through lead. Remember that that is a comic book thing. He can't see through lead, see through lead. So, all right, chill out, chill. Beggars can't be choosers here,
there was
and
some
that's not me
lines.
being biased.
There's some lines that could have went in for the story, but yeah, it wasn't perfect in any shape or form. But I
Now,
still I liked it. It was
all right, so let's talk about Jurassic a little bit more, man. What is it about them? What is it about Jurassic Park that just make why people keep it's the dinosaurs, right? Everybody love the dinosaurs.
yeah. People are gonna want it. We don't have many dinosaur films. We don't get a lot.
Nah.
We really don't. And dinosaur Jurassic World. We get a lot of um movies about all types of things. Like when it comes to vampires, werewolves, things like that, we have so many different studios producing films. We got a lot of variety. We got all different types of takes, but we don't really get that many like high budget dinosaur films. So I guess people are just gonna flock to it because everybody likes dinosaurs sometime in their life. People just go to it, and that's a problem because they know they can get away with anything. I would
Yeah.
like to see someone with the other. When is the last time they had a dinosaur film that really challenged Jurassic Park? Something on a big scale.
Well, Adam Driver tried, I think, the year before last with that dinosaur movie, and it didn't do shit.
With that 40 45.
40 something, yeah. When he went
Yeah,
through a
yeah,
like a yeah, he was stuck on the plane with the
yeah,
dinosaurs and stuff
that,
like that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, they don't really have much competition. They don't really have competition, and if you don't got competition, you just gonna pump out what you pump out, and you don't have to raise the bar.
Right. So, all right. So we got a couple people saying Mr. Terrific was great. He was great. Hopefully we get a show with him in it. And my man said Jurassic World with ass. Oh God, that's a stupid movie. I don't know what to tell you, baby.
Yeah, I like it. I liked it for what it was. It was way better than Dominion and Fallen Kingdom to me.
I
I
will
would.
say that it is. I will say that it is better than Dominion and what you call. So, all right, we got on Jurassic. So, what else? You said Final Destination. You saw that?
Yes, I seen
What you
Final
think?
Destination. I don't know if I'm alone here, but I am a fan of the Final Destination franchise. I
Not
watch every
alone.
movie, even though they had a rough spell with some of the movies. I admit were garbage. There were some garbage movies. This one, it's not the best. It was an average. It was an average movie to me. About a five, maybe a five. It
I
was average.
said I said the same thing. It was a very average movie. I like some of the kills. I think my favorite kill is that hospital kill.
The hospital.
Yeah,
Oh,
when they were getting sucked into that machine.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. You did yeah, yeah. That might be the best. That might be the best one. That might be the best one. I like
But
the story element where the one the eldest son wasn't really his kid.
oh
So it kind of
yeah,
looked like he was gonna die a bunch of times, but he didn't. I think that was a good little play in the film. That was good.
that was funny. And I like the building scene too. Like when all the building was collapsing and shit like that. That was pretty dope too.
Yeah.
It
That
was a mid movie, but shout out to like Tony Todd, man. That was his last theatrical performance, bro.
and they tied him into the story, which was good.
Yes.
They wrapped that up really well.
And I'm glad because we didn't really know. He was just always there. We just didn't really know. So like now we know.
Yeah, that was really good how they tied him in. It was a good send off for him. It was good. Some comments. Final Destination Bloodline was good. It's my first theatrical Final Destination experience. First time in the theater for Final Destination. Okay.
I saw Final D2 in the theaters. That was like an experience.
Yeah.
That was my first time seeing Final Destination in the theater. The second one.
Okay.
I didn't
Yeah.
see the first one in the theater. I missed that one.
I think I've seen all of them except for the one with the car, the NASCAR one. I didn't see that.
That jump was garbage. That
Yeah.
that was the worstest one. The Final Destination. That jump was so trash, bro.
Yeah. Like I said, they had some rocky points in their franchise. That was so horrible. Oh man.
Man, but the kills in this one was really good. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was okay. It was average. Like you said, it was
Yeah.
just it's a cool average movie.
Mm.
All right, so Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. You could go ahead with Thunderbolts. What'd you think?
I like Thunderbolts. It was cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I love what they how they talked about the characters and then talked about mental health and they each of them had their own thing going on. I like the new character. What's his name? Like Superman like character that was in the movie.
Century. What is his
Sentry,
name?
yeah.
Bob. Yeah, Bob Century.
I liked him. I love everything about it. It was a fun movie. I hate that it flopped, but it was a really good film. I enjoyed it. Probably one of the best Marvel movies I've seen in a minute.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on it?
Story wise, I think it was good. Like you said, it's touched on a lot of their trauma and things like that. It was kind of more of a mature theme to it. But besides that, it was just mediocre to me. I didn't think like the dialogue or anything was anything amazing. I don't really like how they handled Bucky's character. They kind of just made him like this weird. I don't even know what he was supposed to be. I don't know. And not really a big fan of when these superhero movies they go so big just for the final act to have this villain that is so overpowered and they just like defeat him with a dance off or just talking him down off a cliff. It's just like I get it. There's no way they possibly should have been able to beat him physically, but it's just like kind of anticlimactic when they're just like, "Hey, stop doing that. Be nice." And he's just like, "You know what? I'll be nice." That's whatever.
Um, like I said, I had fun with it, man. It was a long time since I seen. We're
What
talking
movie?
about Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts.
And hello, Diamonds. How you doing? Um, I had fun with Thunderbolts, man. It's been a long time since I seen a Marvel movie that really did. That was like, okay, this is actually pretty cool, man. I like all the actors was great. Florence Pugh never do no wrong.
She's
Every
great.
actor was great.
Yeah, she's great. She's great. She's
Yeah,
great.
she's extremely high too. So yeah, she's. But someone asked me the other day, is Thunderbolts better than Superman?
Is Thunderbolts better than Superman? No, I would say no. And I and
Say the
I'm a,
same thing.
I'll tell
It's
you why.
a little bit, but not really though. Superman,
Yeah,
I came out feeling good. Like I wanted to do some good. Like I was like, yo, I wanna watch more heartfelt movies that make you feel good. Like I like that. But my man Popular Villain said, "Cat, bruh,
I,
Superman was a lot of fun, bro."
I, I'll tell you, Thunderbolts. I feel like could have been a Disney Plus special feature movie. I feel
Mm,
like Superman was definitely a theatrical experience. I don't think Thunderbolts was a must see theatrical film, in my opinion. It was more about, low level stuff. It had a lot of story elements, the characters coming together on their trauma, stuff like that. It kind of felt like only a little bit, like quality wise of the film, only felt a few steps off of like Agents of Shield to me. It didn't seem like anything spectacular happened where it had to be a theatrical film. I think they could have made it a Disney Plus movie and it would have been fine.
I agree. Yeah, I'm convinced that yeah, they tied. I'll say they're tied. I wouldn't say neither one of them better than most. I feel like they're tied to me. Both of them was great experiences that I had in film, and it was. I think I'm putting it like that because it's been a long time since I seen Marvel come out with something really good. Because I didn't like Cap 4. I will go to band with that. I didn't like Cap 4 at all.
Is Superman better than Cap 4?
Would Superman be better than Cap or Fantastic Four?
Well, first I'll address Cap 4. For me, yes, because the story in Superman was just way tighter than Cap 4. It just was. It just was. It is no way around it. It just was better. Will Superman be better than Fantastic Four? I don't know,
We don't know.
but I do have some reservations about Fantastic Four only because they've filmed it in like less than a year. They announced it at like Comic Con last year, and they said we're about to go into filming, and then it's being released this year. So I don't know. Hopefully they got that going.
Um, I'm a fan of both IPs. I like Fantastic Four. I had no issues with Tim Story did with the first two Fantastic Four. The first Fantastic Four movie was good to me. I
Hmm.
don't get why people disliked it at the time. I didn't hear that much discernment about the first one. Second one wasn't good. Of course, we don't talk about the reboot of
No,
it with
no,
Miles telling
that don't
Michael B.
exist.
Jordan.
That don't exist. That don't exist. I will never acknowledge that. Oh man. Oh man, that was so bad.
Uh, but I don't know. We don't know how this movie's gonna be. It looks good. I like the Jetson vibe that they give me, like this 60 retro vibe. I like it. So we don't know. We don't know. Only time can tell. But I do want Superman to do better only because I'm a DC guy. And then I had a really fun time with Superman too. So I want Superman to win.
I think Superman is gonna turn out being better overall. I think the initial reaction just from the Marvel fan base of seeing Fantastic Four home with Disney Marvel is gonna give it the push. But when everyone watches it as an actual movie, I don't have faith. I don't really have that much faith in it, to be honest.
And no faith in faith on final Fantastic Four. I feel you. I feel you on that.
I'm predicting it to be a strong
I don't
six.
know, man. We'll see. I guess we're gonna find out,
I'm,
man.
I'm predicting a strong six out of that film. And a lot of it depends on if we actually get Galactus for real or if we just get, Galactus is around, he steps on a few things and chases them around the place. Or are
Right.
we actually going to get Galactus for real?
My
It,
man say it depends on how believable
I don't
Pedro
I
is.
don't like that casting. Do you like his
I don't
casting?
like it neither. I
I
think
don't like
he's a
his
terrible
casting.
Reed Richards.
I don't like him as Reed. I really don't. I don't see it. I don't see it.
I was hoping for like the dude who did Reed Richards in Doctor Strange. I was hoping
John
for him to come
Krasinski,
back.
I thought he was a good fit. John Krasinski to me works. When they casted Pedro, I was a little confused. I was a little confused.
I just yeah, because Pedro been in everything. Every movie I've seen this year got Pedro in it, bro.
He's
I
been on
saw the
all the series,
Materialist.
every movie.
Been in everything, everything. I seen the Materialist. I saw 28. You seen 28 years? Years later.
No, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. How was it?
It's pretty good.
How
It
did it
wasn't
compare
terrible.
to the first one?
No, no, it's nothing like the first one. The
The
first one's
first
still
one was
superior.
a really good movie. That movie is legendary.
I agree. I agree. I, I saw that. I saw the Materialist. I thought the Materialist was a good rom com. It wasn't a rom com. It's a romantic drama. Just put it like that. But it was good though. And I saw F1. F1 was a theatrical experience that I think
That's
everybody
what
should
I
see.
wanted to know. I was on the fence about seeing it. Well, it was really good.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It was good.
Did you
I
see
think you should.
Gran Turismo? Did you watch Gran Turismo?
I love Gran Turismo.
Do you think
No,
this
it's
is
not better than Gran Turismo.
okay?
No,
Because I really like Gran Turismo a lot. Like I really like that movie.
I love Gran Turismo, and it's not. So I put it in this like category of like you got. Have you seen Rush? Seen
Yeah.
Rush? Rush was good. Gran Turismo was good. Fat F1 is like in the middle of it.
Okay.
The only thing that keeps F1 elevated is the driving sequence. Like you feel like you in the car with them driving. That shit was like real.
Yeah. I like the way. Did you see Ferrari versus Ford that came out a few years
Yeah,
ago?
that was good too.
Yeah, that's what I like. So I was thinking it was probably in between there and Gran Turismo for me, and so I was like, I might want to check it out because I did like both of them.
Yeah, that was good, bro. It's just like you feel like you in a car with them. So that was a cool little like summer blockbuster movie. But this this month though, this Superman movie, this was like butter.
Yeah.
So all right, so we got Superman, we got Jurassic, and we got Fantastic Four. Which movie you think gonna be get close to hitting $1 billion?
All right, we got two things going on here. Superman getting some hate that I don't understand. And it's getting a level of hate where I don't like the whole woke political thing. I see this online all the time, and I just like I said, I didn't see it. So I don't know if
I
that's
didn't
gonna
see it in the movie
hold it
neither.
back. But without that, it should make it. Fantastic Four has the Marvel, like the blind Marvel fan. The blind Marvel fan base is you can never underestimate them. They'll say it's the greatest thing that ever was created, and it'll be just mediocre. I don't understand the super fanboys of Marvel who they could do no wrong. The people that go on and tell me Thor 4 was a great movie, those people, I don't know. They're that is a factor I don't know how to factor that in.
I I think overall, I think Jurassic is gonna probably hit $1 billion probably. I think Superman is gonna make to 700 to 800 million, and I think Fantastic Four gonna hit $500 million. I don't think it's gonna go past it.
Yeah. I feel like people are overestimating it a little bit. And I could be wrong. It could actually be an amazing movie, but I don't see it yet. I haven't seen anything in the trailers. The Silver Surfer scenes did look pretty good. But I didn't see anything from the main cast that made me say, "Oh, this is really going to be a great film." And this Jack Kirby's daughter, is this her first role? Playing Sue
Vanessa
Storm.
Kirby?
Yeah.
Nah, nah, she played in a couple of things, but this is her first time in Marvel.
Okay, but I've never seen her in anything before, so I don't
You
even
didn't
know.
watch oh yeah, you didn't see Napoleon, did you? Napoleon or she been in those mission movies too.
And which movie?
Mission Impossible.
Really? In the
Yeah,
latest one?
she was in the Dead Reckoning, and then I think she was in the
That's
other one too.
huh. So
She
maybe
had blonde. She was
I
blonde in
haven't
it.
seen her then because I seen Dead Reckoning.
She
Oh,
was in
maybe I
there.
didn't really realize. So is she good?
Yeah,
She's good.
she's great. She's a good
Oh, okay.
actress.
So hopefully she brings it there because I don't know what Pedro's gonna do. Oh, and they have Nathaniel Richards in there. So yeah, I don't know where they're gonna go with this movie. I really don't know.
Man, I don't know, bro.
The wife
I don't know.
was in the movie. She definitely has an opportunity with playing opposite Pedro. She can. She has an opportunity.
She is the lead of the Fantastic Four, and he said, "I think the wife's she is gonna steal the movie because they already said that she's gonna be the lead of it." But really, in the comics, Reed Richards is the leader of the Fantastic Four, but she's gonna be the leader of the Fantastic Four.
I think it all depends on how far they go into the lore of like their son having all of these powers and Galactus. I don't know how deep they're gonna go into it.
I don't know how
So
they're gonna go into it neither, but I know that people gonna go see this movie because they're gonna watch the post credit scenes, which we all know Doom's gonna show up in the post credit scenes.
yeah,
So
do you think they're seriously not gonna give him some type of role in the main film, or you think that's just a troll that they're pulling all over everybody?
I think they're not gonna give him the main role in that movie. I think they saving him for like Doomsday. You know what I'm saying? That's really that's where he getting all his money from, Doomsday. So I think that's where they're gonna get it, man. And I still think I don't like the casting of Downey being Doom. I think it's a bad move.
I don't know what their plan is from a story standpoint of how they're gonna pull that off. I don't
I
know.
don't know neither. Like Doom should be in this movie,
Yeah,
not Galactus.
yeah. Doom should be the first one up. He should.
What did you think? Since we're on the Marvel discussion, I know we kind of jumping around here, but
Yeah.
I just wanted to like give like an overall view of what you've seen this summer so far. But what did you think about Ironheart, bro?
All right. All right.
I want y'all to listen to this now.
All right. The first two episodes, if they didn't put them all out as fast as they did, I guarantee you I would not have finished the series. I would not. If I had to wait week to week and I watched episode one and waited a week and watched episode two, I would have not have watched episode three.
Okay.
I do think it got significantly better as it went on, and it ended up as just another decent show. It did have a gem with Mephisto. I think was a gem in there, and the girl who played what's her name, Zelma.
Yeah.
The I think those two were gems in there. But besides that, I don't like Dominique Thorne as Iheart. I don't care what anyone says. She doesn't work for me.
I feel like the friend should have been Ironheart and Dominique should have been her friend.
That would have worked so much better for me.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I was thinking the whole time.
It would have worked so much. I just can't. I cannot get over seeing her as Ironheart for some reason. And then the story didn't help her either. I don't like the character. I don't like the character at all. I do not like the character. I think that character is not heroic. I think she just makes the weirdest, most questionable decisions. I just don't like I didn't like the character. The show was okay, I guess. It was all right. The last three episodes, the first two episodes made me want to bang my head against the wall. I don't like the character. I don't. I think if
uh,
they would have kept her more so how she was in Wakanda Forever, it
yeah.
would have been better. I don't think so. Good character was
So
just casted wrong. Does anybody really like Dominique Thorne as Riri? Like I see people defending the show for they all have their own reasons, but seriously, is that what people do they like it? Do they like it for real? I don't like her. I don't like it. I'm sorry. And I'm a fan. I have a statue of Riri Williams.
hey, see, he's a fan. Everybody, he's a fan.
I'm a fan of Riri Williams. I do like the character, but since her casting, I couldn't never connected for me.
Hey, look, you you see my commentary on the show, so my volume of how I felt about them 30 episodes spoke loudly. I didn't even go into a whole discernment about it. the last three episodes did make it a step up, but the last episode did ramped it all the way up because of Mephisto.
Right.
Uh, but man, this was like super mid. Didn't just no real art for Ironheart. Didn't make her feel like a hero. Just kind of like whatever. But she just I feel your Dominique Fish. I think they cast her wrong. I think the friend should have been Ironheart because the friend was live and bubbly. I was like, I
She had
like
the
her. She should have
charisma.
been Ironheart.
Yeah. The comment, she's okay and her performance was thoughtful. I honestly just think changing her hair would have helped. She doesn't look the part for some reason. That is a good point too. When she did have her hair in the last scene, it did help. It helped the look. But yeah, I agree with you. You made a great point. The friend probably would have worked way better.
But man, she first of all, she's strong. Like her facial features are very strong. She's strong as fuck. But it's like it's just the casting in this show was terrible. Anthony Ramos can't be in everything, bro. This
I
dude is
like
in
him.
everything.
I like him and I like what he did with the hood, but it was just not enough in the show around him to let it be good. Like it was just so much bad around him. I can't deal. The show pissed me off, man. It pissed me off.
Hey, what you think about Sasha Baron Cohen being Mephisto?
Amazing. I think he did amazing. I know
I'm surprised he was. I was surprised he in a Marvel show. I
yeah,
wouldn't even think that was he. That's his vibe.
Anthony Ramos. You didn't like I liked Anthony Ramos. I thought he was all right. I mean, he's the hood. What do we get? The hood.
Do you want to see another Ironheart series come live? Or do you think this needs to be it?
I don't want to see. I want these characters. Okay, we know Ironheart has to continue on. I did like Zelma. Mephisto has to continue on. The Hood, he can or he cannot, but I don't want to see them do another season of this. No, I put them somewhere supporting in something else. I don't want to see this again. Oh, what's the Ezekiel staying too? Let him show up somewhere, but I don't want to see this continue on. I absolutely not.
I agree. I agree 110%, bro. I agree 110%. I just this was a very mid show. Like I, as far as like the ranking of Marvel shows, this is like I feel like this is like in the middle. Like with I thought it
Yeah,
was in there with Miss Marvel. I thought it was in there with She Hulk. I thought it was in there with.
killing me.
I thought it was in there with the Jet, and I throw it in there with I thought Falcon and Winter Soldier was mid, but like after watching the movie, I like Falcon and Winter Soldier a little bit more now.
I like Falcon and Winter Soldier. To me, it was in the higher middle of the shows. She-Hulk definitely did not do much for me. They tried, but I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it.
So to give people clarification, this show is it's not as bad as She Hulk. It's definitely not on the level of Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion is the worst is one.
I kind of blocked it out of my head. I forgot about that show.
Secret Invasion sucked.
It started
Sucked.
out like it was gonna be something really good. The first episode, I said, "Oh, this is gonna be like a spy show. This is gonna be great," and then it just fell apart. Completely fell apart.
Man, Secret Invasion sucked ass. Sucked major ass.
And what was that ending? Oh my gosh. The ending of She-Hulk also was just like, what are we doing?
Terrible. What
What are
we
we
doing here? So with Marvel, we all we got now is Fantastic Four and Wonder Man. You got any faith in Wonder Man?
I do have some faith in Wonder Man. I do. I think Wonder Man is gonna be a sleeper hit. I do. I do think it is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do my team needed, man, because he been Black Manta, he been Morpheus. My man been trying, man. He's really been trying to get his home run with something.
I know it's gonna get flack because of the race swap for Wonder Man. So I'm already prepared for that. hate wave that's gonna come before it even releases. But I think they're gonna do something good with it. If the trailer is what I think is going on, I think it might be something good coming there.
Um, I'm interested in Wonder Man. I am, and then we got this Fantastic Four. So I don't know. I'm interested in seeing what's going to happen with Marvel from this point on because people are kind of like checking out right now, and then like this Superman movie just so
So
I don't man the skirming online is terrible. I try to like stay out of it right now because like I'm okay with people saying it's a mid movie. That's okay. I get that. That's fine. It may not gel with you. It was too much for you to. It was too much on the plate for you to take on. I get it. But just downplaying it, some of them didn't even see it. It's just like, come on, bro. We need DC to come back, guys. And I think James Gunn the guy to do it because he understands comic book. But he's not going to direct everything that's going to be coming out of DC though.
what do you think about them supposedly releasing a Clayface film?
It's going to be good because I like Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan did the House of Usher, and then he did Midnight Mass, and he did like I like a lot of his stuff. So it's gonna be good. So I think the Clayface movie is gonna be good. I think Clayface is gonna be on the same level as the Penguin
That's
because
what I
that's the thing about
yes.
Batman villains. Like they're really well told characters that when you look at their backstory, it works. So I think that Clayface movie gonna be good.
Supposedly, so well, I say supposedly because I know DC is under a new regime, but I hear like HBO turned into Max and then it's turning back to HBO Max. And I know with Discover or whoever took over, they do a lot of things that shake up. And like the Batgirl movie that we were supposed to get, we never seen, and the Scooby Doo film that was in production but never turned up. I'm just hoping that now under James Gunn everything is stable. That's why I say supposedly because they'll trash a movie in an instant and we'll never see it. And
Man, dude,
Clayface is
look,
kind of an obscure character. Batman's future, what is he now? Is it two more films or is it one for
for Matt Reeves,
the Matt Reeves one?
I think he got two more films, and then I think that's it. The second one, the script is turned in, it's done. James Gunn said he loved the script, so we're
Yeah.
gonna see what
Yeah, he
happens.
said none of that is relevant to that's if Gunn actually sticks around. Like I said, DC is unstable. We thought Snyder
And
would get to finish his verse and he never did. So like I said, it, they're a little less stable in Marvel to me at this point.
and the Batwoman movie would have damaged the brand. Yeah, they canceled that. We ain't gonna never get to see that. They say, I got a question. Do y'all feel Mr. Terrific was a diversity hire and going with was trendy? No, I don't think so. I think Mr. Terrific, because and later down the line, justice of society is gonna be formed. And Mr. Terrific is like the leader of justice of society. So
Is that his original team?
that's what the direction Gun is gonna go in. So Mr. Terrific is the vocal point of justice of society. It's not Superman. He's not going with the Justice League. He's going with the justice of society right now. So
So I bet 10,000. I don't know. I might take that bet. I thought he wasn't gonna go nowhere for Marvel. Then they pulled up a tweet and he disappeared and they came back. They fired him and rehired him.
yeah, I know you'll lay down that 10 grand, man. Look, we not betting the money. James Gunn is not going anywhere right
If he does, I'll be looking for you.
now. Hey, follow be unconventional, then. Like I'm gonna let y'all square that out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But my man asked, do you think Mr. Terrific was a diversity hire?
Um, that's a hard one. I think they did want someone black in the film, but I don't know if that came first or he was already decided that they wanted him first. I don't know. I don't know. Because if not Mr. Terrific, then who would they have? Who do you think they would have used?
Nobody, and I say that because like if you follow the justice of society, Mr. Terrific is like the leader of it. So
Okay.
and then like you got the Terrifics, like he has his own group. So that's what I'm saying. Like Mr. Terrific in this new universe is a vocal point of everything. So that's why I feel like Gunn was going. When I saw that he announced him being in the movie, I was like, oh, he's gonna go with the justice of society. So I was like, so Mr. Terrific is part of it. So that's why I feel like he did it for. So no, it wasn't a diversity hire because he
Come
had a
on,
lot of. It's a lot of my
we'll,
dad even said it's a
we'll
lot of
bet
black people
some.
in this movie.
Hold on, we'll bet some movie tickets. How about that? We'll bet some movie tickets for how long Gunna stay around. I'll do that.
I bet we're gonna bet some movie tickets.
Yeah. But yeah, to what you were saying, yeah, I don't really know much about Mr. Terrific as the leader of the Justice Society. So I'm guessing, like you said, if that's really the direction they're going, then I wouldn't consider him a diversity hire. But I feel like they did need someone, a black male there somewhere. So if not him, someone would have been there.
And another thing too, if it wasn't a diversity, if it was just a diversity hire, he would have been on the sidelines. Hawk Girl would have stole the show, or Guy Gardner would have stole the show.
Yeah, Guy Gardner did. They did have a chance to elevate him more.
So yeah. So yeah, he said, yeah. Yeah, because like I said, Mr. Terrific was part of the Justice of Society. I know everything about that character. Michael Holt is a fantastic character, fantastic superhero. But there are a lot of black superheroes in DC that hasn't been used yet.
Terrific wasn't in it, then people would have been at the movie. Oh, absolutely. If they didn't
Yeah.
have someone there, it would have been a Superman's too white. They didn't have any black characters. Absolutely.
So I wonder, is he gonna bring back Aldous Hodge as Hawkman and
I
have him and
I
Hawkgirl
hope
kind of.
so, but I don't know. I hope he does. I liked him as Hulkman.
He was good. He was good. Like I hope we do preserve some of those Black Adam characters. Not Black Adam though.
Not the Rock.
We don't want the Rock coming back, yeah.
Not the Rock. Yeah, did he already announce how Peacemaker fits in here as the same guy?
Good question. Good question. So, and you have to watch Peacemaker because what Peacemaker gonna explain is like how everything is going to turn. Peacemaker is gonna be like the vocal point of showcasing how everything is gonna be alternated because, like like it's Elseworld, like so, like there's different multiverses of things. So DC does have like an Elseworld, like of course, like it's Superman elsewhere. Ultraman is like the head guy. He
Yeah.
wasn't raised by the Kents. He was raised by Lex Luthor, and he became Ultraman. So yeah,
Right.
so I think in Peacemaker they're gonna explain everything.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping because there's a lot of like uncertainty.
Confusion.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So
So
when you watch Peacemaker, you get to see like
yeah,
what's going
aren't
on.
they
But
bringing Jason Momoa? He's coming back as Lobo? I heard.
yes, in
So
Superman, in Supergirl, World Woman of Tomorrow,
yeah, so we kind of need to know what's going on. I know Batman's supposed to stay in his own. The Reeves Batman's supposed to stay on his own.
stay in his own space.
Yeah,
What did you think of Supergirl in this movie though? Too, I forgot to ask you about going back to Superman a little bit.
I wasn't upset with it. I like the idea of her being like a reckless coming of age superhero. I like that idea. I think it'll make for a good movie.
Man, bro. But I'm looking forward to it, man. I like the movie. For people that say it's mid, respect. I can take mid, but I do want this movie to succeed because I want more DC content, and the Atlanta Core show is gonna be excellent
That's what I'm excited about. I think that's going to be really good.
because you got Hal Jordan, you got John Stewart, and you got Guy Gardner. All of them is in the same universe. So the Atlanta Core show is gonna be excellent
Yeah. When is that supposed to be released?
next year.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to be a big one for them. That's a big one for them. If that comes off well, it's a bright, super bright future.
I
So
think it will.
is Gunn? He said he's staying away from Batman as a whole, right?
Yes, he has to. He can't take. No one is gonna accept him taking on the Batman, bro. He needs to stay clear away from Batman completely.
But is he like adding him into this DC universe now, or is he just keeping him out for now? Like,
Did you watch Creature Commandos?
Yes. Oh yeah, Creature Commandos is canon to the DCU.
Yeah, so there was a silhouette of
Yeah,
Batman in there. So yeah,
yeah.
he's gonna be in there.
All right, so
But
that'll work.
I don't know when we're gonna get there, but he is gonna be in there.
Yeah, he as long as he exists in the universe, it's fine. We don't need to see him in the forefront just yet.
So, all right, man. So look, we are in the third quarter right now. Like as far as top movies of the year so far, what's your top three so far, man? What you get?
Of the year. Uh, I'm gonna have to go with Superman is gonna be up there, probably number two. Sinners is probably still my favorite movie this year.
Yeah,
Um, three, I don't know. I don't know. It's three. It would have to be between Jurassic and Thunderbolts, honestly.
I think yeah. I For me, it's gonna be Superman Centers and it's gonna be F1 right now. F1 for sure was fun. Those are like the ones I really resonated with. My man said Centers is overrated. Don't
Overrated.
start, man.
What unconventional? What's your top three so far this year? Top three movies. Top three.
And Popular Villain, you put yours in there too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody put their
Everybody
top.
put their top three movies so far this year. I
But
think Superman, and for Marvel fans, I think Superman is better than Deadpool and Wolverine.
Superman is better than Deadpool. That's a hard one for me. I really like Deadpool and Wolverine.
I did too.
The only problem, and I always say this, the only problem I have with Deadpool and Wolverine is I really enjoyed it for the time, but I feel like in the future it's not gonna present as well as it did at the time because there were so many jokes that were centric to that time period and what was going on in Marvel at that time. If we watching this 5, 10 years down the line, it's probably not going to hit the same. Those
Yeah,
jokes and everything that was going on and stuff between like Ben Affleck and then his ex-wife, like those things are not going to hit the same in the future.
right.
So that's the only thing that I know is going to take away from that on a rewatch. Superman.
Like I said, Dead.
Oh, so Superman
I know
number
you're a
one for you?
Deadpool fan, man. So that's fine. That's fine. I like both movies.
For Deadpool 3, but I'm a Deadpool. Okay. Yeah.
That's
Like
fair. That's fair,
initially,
man.
Deadpool and Wolverine was just the best film at the time for me. But like I said, I know going back every time you go back on a rewatch, or just imagine telling someone to watch Deadpool 3 5 years from now, they're gonna be lost. Like
Yeah.
so many of that stuff will be lost on them.
Let's
Sinners,
see. Popular
that-
Villain says Centers, Thunderbolts, and Ballerina.
oh
I forgot
Ballerina.
about Ballerina.
I forgot about that too. I forgot about it. It was good. Yeah,
Yeah, it was good. It's
yeah.
good. It was fun. It did do good at the box office, man. Like it's gonna be really hard for people movies to really hit a billion. Like I said, I don't think Superman gonna hit a billion, especially with all this controversy that's going on right now. But it's gonna
It's a
make the money that it needs to make back.
it's a tough month too. Like you competing against Jurassic World in front of you and Fantastic Four behind you is gonna cut you off at the legs in 2 weeks. So it's gonna be hard to make it there.
Yeah, I think they should have pushed this maybe towards June than July. That way it would have had a little bit more room. Hold on, it was a fun movie, action shooting, blah blah blah. But I feel like F1 will take Ballerina's spot. I have seen Jurassic yet.
Oh,
F1 was good, man. If you like that, like technically from a technical perspective, that was shot excellent. Like the racing sequence was shot beautifully, and it makes you feel like you're in the car with them. So yeah, F1 was dope, man. It was real dope.
I'm gonna definitely check it out. Definitely right now.
Is there any movies outside of Fantastic Four you looking forward to?
What else is on the slate for this year?
We
Trying to think.
got Wicked. We
You said
got
what?
Mortal Kombat 2.
Oh, Mortal Kombat 2. Okay. I heard it's testing well, but I don't know. After the first one, it's hard for me to be excited. Hard for me to be
Yeah, I
excited.
agree. I agree. We got weapons coming out next month,
Okay.
and I can't think of anything else.
I feel like there was something being released in October that I was looking for. I can't remember what it was.
Toxic Avenger too. Hey, for people that don't know about Toxic Avenger, that movie is gonna be the most craziest, batshit crazy movie that you're gonna ever see. That is worth the watch of admission,
I'm surprised it actually made it into the theaters.
bruh. So it's gonna be good, man.
Toxic Avenger, yeah, Toxic Avengers coming. What else is what else is Tron this year?
What is?
Tron, is that this year? Or is it
I think so.
I know I'm looking. I don't know if it's this year or not, but if it is, that's one that I'm looking forward to. Definitely Tron.
Right. It's been a good year for movies so far.
Yeah, it's been a good year.
Oh yeah, my bad, bro. Tron is coming out this year. It's coming out in October.
Right. So that was the one I was thinking of. That Tron
Looking
is
forward to Tron. Thank you for reminding me. I know Jared Leto's not everybody's fan, but I'm gonna give it a try though.
yeah. I think I'm looking forward to that one either way. I'm gonna see it
Yeah,
regardless.
but yeah, dude, I man
That
appreciate you coming
Wonder Man,
on, bro.
Wonder Man's the end of this year.
Yeah,
So that that's basically it. DC's taking it pretty easy. They're taking it pretty slow. So
Peacemaker. That's about it. That's all we getting after that,
yeah,
man, bro. So, but yeah, man, you've been doing interviews with people and shit, bro. I'm enjoying it, bro.
yeah, man. I'm trying to work, man. I'm trying to work. But this is where I feel comfortable at, man. Just with cool people chatting it up about movies. You know how we do.
Oh yeah, yeah, most definitely,
Maybe
man.
we could work out the situation, get four people on here. We can get everybody on here. Get my boy B Unconventional on here, so we could argue about the movies. Let's get it going, man. Let's
Yeah,
put it
so
together.
next time we do this, we gonna get be unconventional and popular villain on
Yeah,
here.
let's all
That
get
way
on
we can have a whole discernment about this whole Superman thing and other
it.
movies. So we're gonna work that out, figure out a way.
Yeah, man, we're gonna figure it out, man. It's good in the chat. I like seeing the people in the chat, man. But it's good if we could get a good dialogue, man. It's fun. I love it.
I agree. I agree. I agree 100%. So,
I
but yeah,
appreciate
dude,
you
like let's
inviting
do
me
this
on,
again.
brother. I appreciate you inviting me on.
Hey man, I appreciate you too, man. Let's do it again soon, man. Let's not wait too long.
Yeah, yeah.
It mostly be my fault, but I be doing so much, man.
Hey, I understand, man. I just, like I said, man, just hit me up. I'm there. Maybe we could get something for after Fantastic Four because I know pretty much everybody's gonna see that.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So, all right, so bet. Y'all hear that? Like, let's plan this out. Let's do something after Fantastic Four, and we can talk about that. Then we can do the whole Superman versus Fantastic Four thing.
Yep, let's do that. That'll be good. That'll be good.
All right, man. Well, look, bro, I'm gonna let you go, man. I'm gonna holler at you. Appreciate you doing this with me, bro. As always.
Man.
All right, my guy. You be easy out there.
All right, see ya.
See you.